I guess I've been playing Crimson Desert completely wrong. I gotta keep the history alive, okay? Even if the video gets no views. I'm never gonna forget IGN gave this game 6 out of 10 and somehow still completely crushed the entire stock price by like 30% because the story was a cinematic experience. Meanwhile, like I spent the last 100 hours ignoring main quest just so I could pickpocket some furries at the zoo. No, but just like imagine it for a second. Just let it get to your brain, okay? Imagine you spent 8 years building a game, it launches, over around 5 million people have bought it now. The open world's incredible, and yet Palab's stock dropped like 30% overnight. Welcome to modern gaming, I guess, guys, where like people who never wrote a line of code in their life couldn't complete the fucking basic puzzle 15 minutes into the game. And so they just basically called it trash, and they have institutional power to influence games where they literally gonna kill a game because the boomers and suits are just gonna panic sell their stocks because they don't even know what gameplay means. And so this is why I kind of wanted to make this video, okay? I mean, I'm not great at talking, my voice isn't that great, but I just wanted to remind everyone because you all keep forgetting the same thing, okay? Like, boomers don't know what Twitch is, bro. People who trade stocks, they don't play games, bro. They look at two things. They look at a Metacritic score and they look at mainstream headlines. And so when IGN drops a 610, guys, and Metacritic is like 78, the investors just gonna see a number, and so they just gonna completely ignore the fact that millions of us actual gamers were happily dropping a 90 to play a game because it was actually good, man. And so how is it that the game gets 6 out of 10 and 5 million people still bought the game? 5 million people looked at the review, ignore it, and still bought the game. 5 million people didn't even read it in the first place. How does a studio lose third of its value on a game that's a massive commercial success? Well, it's an easy fucking answer. It's because game journalists don't write for gamers anymore, they write for Wall Street. The guys who trade stocks, they don't watch Twitch streams, they don't know what real game is about. Me pickpocketing a ferry, bro, or launching myself off a mountain. The guy's just gonna look at a Metacritic number, it's not a 90, I'm selling this. Meanwhile, would watch a YouTuber or a Twitch streamer doing something super cool in open world, and I thought to myself, that looks pretty fucking fun, I'm gonna drop a 90, bro. The investors are reacting to a dying media platform, and I'll never gonna understand this in my life because I don't know anything about business, bro. I'm just here playing, enjoying games. I'm just a consumer, but thinking from my common sense, while the actual players are, you know, we're voting with our wallets based on pure gameplay. Like, I looked at countless gameplay footages before, and I knew every time whenever a game would be successful because of their gameplay. You'll go to any of these people profiles and you'll realize it's an absolute joke, man. Like, you don't even want to spend your time. Like, I'd rather just doom scroll Instagram forever than read the fucking review 7 out of 10 of Concord. Bro, like, imagine it. You're a game journalist, bro. Your job is to play a video game for a living, and all you have to do is give an objective opinion about the game to a general public. But you actually don't, bro. You spend 24/7 of the time on Twitter trying to make dramas and get clickbaits from shitty articles that bring absolutely no value to the public, man. And like, I'm not one of these snowflake guys who just easily get offended over stupid things, man, but I don't think the game deserves such a low review and Concord gets to get a 7, bro, because the game didn't tell you what to do. Like, bro, you couldn't solve the first puzzle, man. You failed a basic IQ test before you even got to play the game. Like, if anything, you just got filtered out the game, bro. Like, please leave when installed. I'm happy for you. I mean, just look at this quote. Man, I don't want to read it, but okay. Puzzle often feel like you're brute forcing way through them than coming with creative solution. That's a short one, okay? We're not gonna read much more. But I'm not lying like about it, bro. Like, the puzzles in the game do make me question sometimes, like, what the fuck I was supposed to know that? But you gotta realize, bro, this is why you gotta play the game, bro, because once you complete a few of them, you'll know that this is what you gotta do for an ability, this is how that works. And so the game follows a certain pattern with their puzzles, and when shit clicks for you, it's just the same cycle of completing them, bro. You find a cube, find a reactor, use the fist ability to place them in. You just follow the same pattern, bro. How can you not repeat the same thing? You gotta learn when you do a thing once. How can you not do it the second time, bro? Please. And I think this is why so many people left in a few hours, guys. Just look at the chart, man. Like, people couldn't even honestly, I'm happy that people left in a few hours, man. But you know, a lot of these people people did came back, and because they saw how good the game gets after a few hours, man. Just when have you last seen a chart like this, bro? It's a fucking miracle. I mean, no, our creators had this chart, bro, but it's an online game. It's not a gaming issue. If anything, I wanna see more games that don't hold your hand and tell you what to do. They don't show you markers. You actually need to use your brain cells sometimes, even if the game design is generally bad sometimes. It's just not a technology issue, man, because people see this puzzle and it's like, how do I put this box where I put two head? Like, you get discomfort, man, and attention spans are dropping. People probably watch a fucking video on their second monitor while they play this game. And I've done the same sometimes, but I don't know, people be scrolling TikTok or something, bro. It's not even that it's not having a time for games anymore, man, because you're an adult and start to begin time is finite, all shit like that. But I think like people start to hate thinking for themselves, man. Like, why can't you just step back, analyze different possibilities? Because if you truly do that and you try to see it from developers' perspective, even if they did design it weirdly, to me it does start making more sense, man. The puzzle's gonna click for me because I know that I have to use X to get Y's, and once I realize how to get X and Y, I'm being rewarded for it, and this is what keeps me playing and keeps me in the cycle. It's almost like the game design was intentional that way, guys. Wow, have we came to that realization? Instead of accepting that, people just get frustrated and leave. And so how you ever gonna enjoy anything, bro, if you just, I don't know, you don't get a fucking RNG crate to open? Oh, let's drop a wallet, let's get this DLC. Like, is this what we want nowadays, bro? I've played like, bro, I played so many MMO games. Oh my god, I'm getting trauma even fucking god. Like, so I don't care if it takes 100 hours for me to get good, bro. I spent hundreds of hours just to get 1% attack or my sword getting a little bit shinier, bro. I understand I don't have much time anymore, being older now, and it sucks, man. I don't know, some of you can relate. If I wanted to, I could play 24/7, bro. I would make this something that I can be doing all the time if I truly try. But is this something I aspire to? I mean, it is cool to actually just play a game, bro, and I'd rather just provide value to people, man. Like, if someone's struggling it, make a guide, bro, help people out. I can help you become less frustrated, and I can show you the solution to a puzzle, but it's not something that you should be doing, bro. It's not like you don't go every puzzle that you make to go on the guide, bro. Like, if anything, I recommend to actually not watch it and do think for yourself, man, and you're gonna enjoy the game so much more, bro. At the end of the day, bro, like, are any of you guys actually reading an article 3,000 words for puzzle completion? Like, some of the ones I have screenshots in them, they're not too bad. I was watching, like, actually wanted to find all the witches in the game. It's like, where is this witch? So like, I don't want to watch 10-minute videos. Some of the fucking YouTubers, I'm not gonna call them out, bro, but they could show something to me in 1 minute, bro, and this 10-minute video just to get a rather fucking ad revenue. Like, that's just shameless, bro. And you don't even put the structure in the video. I don't even know, like, I have to watch and scroll the whole video, bro. It's honestly, I think even the articles are sometimes better, bro. Like, I'm going back reading 3,000 words. I don't need to have basic stuff explained to me, and this is usually what these articles do, man. Oh, this is a statistic. Crit chance doubles your damage, guys. Glows. Okay, this is actually good information because, you know, the attack from glows doesn't give you overall attack damage. This is information for you. You're welcome. Most information is just, bro, I can play a game and I'm gonna realize this. I don't have to read 1,000 words for me to know this. I'd rather just, instead of reading, I can play a game, bro. I'm gonna learn it myself. Journalists just want every game to be 10-hour interactive movie where you cry at the end. I get that, bro, because the story in Crimson Desert is absolutely trash, okay? And it's one of the few things I can actually agree on, but I think they completely just misunderstand what the player base actually wants, because I don't think a lot of players actually care about cinematic experiences, and especially MMO based, because this game, bro, when have you last seen MMO with a good story? You guys realize this game first tried to be developed as MMO, right? If I was a journalist, bro, I was trying to get views, I'd be like, a failed MMO or something. And you're welcome, by the way, like, that's a new headline idea for you. But you gotta agree with the guy, my boy Travis, bro, at some points. Like, he says the story is aimless, character are forgettable, and whatever, the character dies before story begins, and much of it just cringeworthy. Yeah, the problem with story, because I actually analyze the story, bro, because I can't even skip the story, man. I have to suffer through it. I have to hold the space, bro, and I still have to watch this terrible. Oh my god, please get me out. Cliff is supposed to be a driven leader, and he seeks revenge, okay? It's because I think the Blackbirds slaughter his mercenary family and those the Greymans, but the game doesn't actually explain the deep motivations or like there's some guy called Ian and his connection to him until like chapter 7. I go from blood-soaked strategy of I get my throat slash at the beginning of my game, bro, and then into my brothers in arms, to which I can never relate to, bro, because I have a quest and I go to that quest. There's 3 random dudes just sitting there talking to me, and it's like, who are these people, bro? I'm sitting there stone faced. I never got introduced to them. Like, it feels like I'm playing part 2 of this game, bro. I'm getting introduced to characters I'll never see again. They just sit in my camp, bro, and they just exist. Everyone's slaughtered, bro. I'm going back to spending next 15 minutes helping pig farmers in a game, bro. And so, like, IGN actually nailed this in their review, man. The game constantly demands you, like, if you feel emotional weight for characters who literally just die off screen before story begins. I'm expected to mourn Gian on the fall of Palun like it's some kind of red wedding, bro, and we're barely introduced to these people. You can't build a revenge story when player has zero emotional attachment to the people being avenged. Narrative equivalent of like, trust me, bro, it was really sad. And when I did actually start to begin to like a character, this is what happens. Forget what I said, story's 10 out of 10, game of the year. Straight out of the fucking war changes into official retirement, guys. Time to look to some real estate now. I think I'm officially canceling the main quest now. Shit sucks anyway. I survived all this war just to be held hostage by this guy's mandatory 5-minute lore podcast. No thank you, guys. I like how devs just decided that my guy is physically incapable of hearing 2 guys whispering the secret plans unless I do like a 45-degree tactical lean over a wall. So I'm just tired of enjoying the game, and then 10 minutes later I have to follow a random boring NPC with the most generic dialogue on a horse, man. And it's not even that, like, I get on a horse and it's like, it's just so frustrating, man. Like, get on this horse, have you get on this horse, and sometimes, oh my, bro, please, like, whoever designed narration has to like generally consider something else, man. I don't think people generally tested this game before, bro. I don't think they actually, like, why? You're making a game, bro, but you don't actually play your own game.
I better go find Marius. I'll see you around.
But it's fine, I'm gonna be one of those guys who gonna justify it, because the mechanics are amazing, okay? They're fucking incredible. And at the end of the day, I don't care about the story. When stuff clicks with me in the next 15 hours, I'm not gonna care, it doesn't matter, bro. Because I have freedom to do whatever I want. I care aggressively securing the bag, I care randomly holding a cat in the middle of the city. Feeling like a hardware graduate, bro, because I completed a basic puzzle. And I'm not like Travis. And so I get these false feelings of being productive whilst I'm AFK and have my game open just to, I don't know, I'm getting some camp resources before I play Stardew Valley in 3D and I'm raising cows and chickens in my camp, bro. I don't know how long else I'm gonna be talking for, okay, but it's like, I have to mention one thing, because people keep comparing this game to Witcher 3 and Skyrim, and it's just so disrespectful to me, because these games, they actually gave me a reason to care. In Witcher, the dialogue was world class, bro. The characters just felt so alive.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
Skyrim, the world building was so deep that I got lost in the lore for a long time. And then I look at the Crimson Desert actual story and it's just, guys, it's so bad. The dialogue's generic, characters are so soulless, and I play as this Cliff guy who has personality, some wet cardboard. I did get excited to actually play as Damien, bro. I think there was like 5 chapters I couldn't even play as her. Imagine giving me the possibility, you make me unlock a character and then you lock it out of my game for like, bro, why? And then I like some character in the story, bro, and then 10 minutes she's dead in a basement. Like, a character any percent speedrun, bro. Despite the story being bad, I remember the first hour of my game clearly. It wasn't spent soaking in the lore or trying to complete the first puzzle like Travis. It was spent trying to steal pumpkins, bro. Realizing that I needed to equip a mask for it. And I did end up having to Google a how-to guide before I even got into my first fight. I was trying to save a cat from a roof, and that shit's just so funny to me because like I'm 100+ hours in, it's just so silly looking back at it. I still take care of him, my good boy. But that is the open world sandbox experiences, those combinations of unpredictable moments and that the world creates, and looking back and seeing the growth, and that's the essence of RPG elements, even if the game is not an RPG. And even if they don't really exist and you just collect abyss artifacts, and there aren't many things that influence your character's power. Even if I'm not stronger than I was before than the beginning of the game, and my sword is literally half the same attack, bro. And by the way, why isn't there a transmog system like when I refine my gear? But at the end of the day, I did sense feelings of accomplishments when I did those small goals, but I feel like a lot of people just didn't because they couldn't hold W to it. I just wish there was no story in this game. It would have actually been better that way. At the end of the day, the point is, guys, that I just want people to look at the game for themselves. Use actual credible sources and just stop this toxic positivity, because it's the same thing every time with big release, bro. People glaze a game and you're never able to form your own opinion, and so you need like a favorite YouTuber to see what they think, and then you just follow the same opinion. How do you feel living your life influenced by others people's actions and opinions? Just think about it for a while. So I just want to bring up this cognitive bias people aren't aware of, because you're just completely blinded by the open world aspect, and it's amazing that we get those feelings from it. But if something generally starts sucking, do not ignore it and do not try to justify something as an, oh, it must have been intentional. And I just gotta bring this up lastly because look at what the guy said. The control is completely insane by default. Took me hours to remember that clicking left thumbstick makes you crouch, and that sprinting is, in fact, not on the left thumbstick at all. I can't, bro. This is like the peak game journalist behavior, bro. The guy complains he had to tap A buttons to sprint. It's like, oh, is this GTA? Yeah, bro, it's a sandbox game where you steal things and you run from cars. If anything, the self-rust is actually quite impressive. Bro, the guy says controls are infuriating while the rest of us here are out grappling on trees and flying across the map, bro. I'm literally doing Assassin's Creed shit. Like, whilst you learn all the mechanics and you see the attention to detail that's been put here, all these little things, bro, it's like a chef's kiss, bro. It's like people who were actually passionate about games. You cannot say the controls suck, bro. There are endless possibilities. They all create different effects. How can you say controls suck, bro? And that just scratches the surface, guys. So I might just post a full review, but don't take it all too hard, the negative stuff, you know. I just don't want this toxic positivity. You can live your life without caring about this, but if you got to this point, you probably do care about this, and I appreciate it. But I've been watching videos referencing those arguments, and at the end of a day, you know, oh fuck. I'm a gamer and I want to see games do well, and I'm not sure, you know, how this whole infrastructure works behind the gaming, but I don't want to see passionate projects falling apart, man. If anything, this is the hardest entertainment to please, and I'm gonna trash a game because it's got 5 FPS drops, and Crimson does it actually very well, but 5 million of us decided that the game was worth our time, despite the shitty reviews. And so, like, people will see something do well, and they will just say something stupid on purpose just to rage bait you and generate views, and every year it's the same thing, it's the same cycle, bro. A bunch of, like, boomers get the internet, bro, and they will get triggered, and the cycle never stops till we get rid of the arrogance, we get rid of the plague, bro, and the parasites, because until then we will never enjoy purely games. This is a utopia that I imagine. I don't have to care about it, but indirectly the games could have been better, and my experience is indirectly related to it. So I realized over the years of gaming that it's my responsibility to care, and so here I am, just giving those points. Game journalism is dead, institutional power shouldn't matter. Don't click the stupid articles, stop listening to people giving stupid opinions and actually have your own. Just be more self-aware, man. If you're in an echo chamber, don't be. Just enjoy the games, enjoy the worlds that pull you from the real ones, because it can be hard sometimes, but those are the best worlds, and those are the best worlds that bring the best memories.